My name is Joseph W. Brady. I'm president of the Bradco companies. We are the longest standing full service commercial industrial land brokerage company servicing the high desert region. I started my career here in May 13th of 1988. We incorporated on December 4th of 1989. We've closed a little bit over $900 million in transactions, probably 10,000 acres of land. We've had the privilege of working with all kinds of really great people. I feel like I'm the luckiest commercial broker in the region. But this is a story about an article that was in the daily press. I believe it was sometime in January. I'm going to ask Colleen and LJ in my office to post the article date, where I came on home one morning from the gym and there was an article in the daily press, and it was a headline story about two eminent domain transactions that had been authorized by the City Council of Hesperia on behalf of the city. Didn't think anything about it. I mean, eminent domain in our business is somewhat of a normal issue. And probably 3 or 4 days later, I received an email from a Mr. Hong, H-O-N-G, who identified himself as the son of the owners of this property. It's probably an 18-acre property. It's right behind me. We're at the end of Catawba Road right now, so we are north of Main Street by about a half a mile. We are north of Amargosa, and if you take it north, where the dead ends, you'll see where the water flow comes on down, and then eventually works its way down into a big valley, and then there's a box culvert down below. So I understand that the Mojave Water Agency had been looking to use this as a basin, a kind of a catch basin, and also to be able to perk water. I guess the action started sometime around 2005 and 2006. So Mr. Hong reached out to me and said he had been referred to me. He lived at the time with his parents in South Korea, and he had been referred to me by another South Korean family who we represent out in East Apple Valley off of Central. And they apparently had reached out to him and told him that we had been servicing their property, and they were very happy. And he asked me if I could check into this, and I explained to him that I didn't really want to get involved in an eminent domain transaction. And he said to me, he said, "We will hire you the same way we're going to hire a gentleman who's no longer with us, an old land broker I knew, Harold Reed." I knew Harold very, very well, and Harold, unfortunately, I think he died probably 5 years ago back in Kansas. And he ironically had referred me to another South Korean family. So I said to him, "I'm really not interested in doing one of these deals. I don't like, chasing bad deals. I felt it was bad karma." And he said, "No, we want you to handle this for us and go to the city." So he sent a very professional email, so I immediately picked up the phone and the email, and I reached out to Nils Benson, who is the city manager right now. He'll be the city manager until June of this year, and Rachel Molina will take over with him. But in his great style, he said, "Joe, give me a call." So the family hired us to sit down and negotiate with the city, and through the city council's direction, through the city manager's office, and ultimately Nils and Rachel asked Victor Knight, who oversees economic development, to sit down, and we did. So Victor and I compared our notes. We compared values on out here, and I got to say, Victor, you were very professional about coming to a conclusion that was a tad better than your original offer. And we understand you were doing the best that you could for the city. I felt that I had a higher offer that I was trying to get for our clients. So at the end of the day, we created what I believe is a win-win situation for the Hong family. Unfortunately, Mr. Hong has pancreatic cancer and is not in very good shape. And so Mr. Hong flew on over here to the United States. Within the last 3 weeks, he had a conference down in San Diego, and the plan was, he flew in on a Sunday. Plan was he was going to come on up Monday afternoon. We were going to meet here at the site, kind of shake hands, get to know each other. Then he would go back down to San Diego where he was attending a conference. On that Thursday morning, he would fly back on over to Honolulu, take care of a bank account on behalf of his father, fly back to San Diego on Friday, and then fly back to South Korea on Saturday. But so we decided that it probably wasn't needed, that he didn't need to come on up here. We knew what each other looked like. We had exchanged emails. So this transaction is closed. I want to thank Bridget, the mayor of Hesperia, and the city council. I think that they acted appropriately in not being taking the aggressive approach. This created a win-win for not only them as the lead agency with the Mojave Water Agency, but at the end of the day, the sellers of the property received some compensation. for their property, and it was a win-win for everybody. So I want to thank the Hong family, want to thank Nils and Rachel in the city manager's office. I want to put a big shout out to Victor Knight. Victor, you were very professional. I've enjoyed working with you. Hopefully we don't have any more eminent domain deals to work on anymore, because I don't do eminent domain very well, but we have sold a lot of land, and we're glad that we're able to represent both parties and come to a successful conclusion. If you're a property owner and you're looking for proper representation, you're looking for the truth. We're looking for property owners that want a brokerage company that has good ethics, morals, and values. We tell you the value. That's how we build our business in the last 35 years. Feel free to give me a call. We're at 760-951-5111. I'm at extension 101. If you can't reach me, reach out to Francisco Diaz. He's our vice president at extension 102. If you can't reach him, reach out to Samantha Allen at our front desk at extension 100. We'd be glad to sit down and talk to you about how we can earn your trust and in your business. Thanks very much. My name is Joseph Brady. I'm proud to be the president of the Bradco companies. Have a great day.